Good morning children, this is Marty Prasad. Today I am going to explain about reading and analysis of maps in social studies class 8. Okay. In the previous classes we have learned so many topics about maps and how to read the maps and how to make maps and how to measure heights on the maps. Okay. Before we go into our lesson, we should know the meaning of the map. What is the exact meaning of a map? Map is the diagrammatical representation of a particular location. Simply, the map is the model of a location. Model of location. Simply, the map can be defined as the model of location or the model of a place. Place on a plain sheet, that is called a map. Okay, in the previous classes we have learned about, in class 6 we have learned how to read the maps, and how to make the maps. Okay, with the help of directions, symbols and scaling factors, we can read and make the maps with the help of three factors. Those are, first one is directions, second one is symbols, and scaling. These are the factors which we can use to read and to make the maps. Then how can we measure the heights on the maps? With the help of contour lines. With the help of contour lines, we can measure the heights on the maps. These are the four factors which we can use to represent or to read or to make the maps. The directions. We have four directions are there: the north, south, and east, west. Those are the main directions. The symbols which we are using in the maps, they are called conventional symbols. The symbols which we are using in all the maps, commonly they are called conventional symbols. The symbols which we are using commonly in all maps, they are called conventional symbols. We have so many types of symbols. There are different types of so many symbols, like the tree symbol, trees, settlements. These are the symbols are unique ones. Those are unique ones. Suppose if you see the symbol PS means police station. Suppose if you see the symbol like this, this is the railway track. These are all we have learned in the previous classes. These are the unique symbols. Those cannot changes for all the maps. Okay. Now coming to scaling or scale factor. If you see the scaling factor, we cannot draw the right image of the maps. That's why we should reduce the actual size of the maps, actual size of the locations. That's why we should reduce the real images sizes into the reducing sizes. Okay, now the fourth one is contour lines. Contour lines means the lines which are joining the equal heights on the maps. The lines which are joining equal heights on the land, they are called contour lines. These are very useful to measure the heights on the land with the help of maps. These are the factors we should know. Already we have learned in the previous classes about these four types of factors to read and to make the maps. Okay, if you see the different types of maps. Now coming to the different types of maps. Okay, we have so many types of maps are there: political maps, physical maps, thematic maps. These are the different types of maps, and finally historical maps. Suppose if you see types of maps: political maps, physical maps, historical maps, and thematic maps. These are the types of maps which we are using in our daily lives. Okay, suppose if you see the political maps is always shows the states and capital cities in the maps. Suppose if you see the map, this is the political maps. It is showing the different types of states and capitals with the boundary lines. These are called this type of map is called political map. Suppose if you see the physical maps, physical maps means the maps that are showing the different types of landforms on the earth on the map or the plain sheet that are called physical maps. Physical maps means the maps that are showing different types of landforms like plains, plateaus and mountains on the maps. Those are called physical maps. Now coming to historical maps. Historical maps are the maps that is only showing the kingdoms of emperors at the time of emperors. That is called historical maps. Now coming to thematic maps. Thematic maps are the maps that is showing only one aspect of the maps. Suppose if you see the different types of thematic maps, these maps only shows the rainfall. For example, rainfall. If you show the rainfall of a particular region, we should use thematic maps. Suppose if you show the soils, different types of soils of a particular region, we should use thematic maps. Different types of forest location, forest, languages the people speak, in a particular region. These are all the types of single aspect maps are represented with the help of thematic maps. These are the four types of maps which we are already learned in the class 7. Those are political maps, physical maps, historical maps and thematic maps. Thematic maps are the special ones. Thematic maps are the maps which is showing only one aspect in the maps. For example, thematic maps are showing the rainfall, soils, forests and the language that the people speak in a particular region. These are the different types of aspects shown by the thematic maps. Okay, these are all we have learned in the previous classes. Now, in this lesson, we should go with the differences between the maps and the photographs. Okay, can you show the information with the help of photographs like the maps? With the help of maps, we can show these all the things. Can you show these information with the help of photographs? No, we cannot show the information regarding like the region. We cannot show the information like maps with the help of photographs. That's why we should use maps to show the information of a particular region or particular region. Okay, now coming to see the difference between maps and photographs. Maps and photographs. Simply maps. Maps are the model of a location. Model of location, which we can show on the plain sheet that are called maps. Okay, photographs. How can you take the photographs with the help of camera? We can take the photographs. Photographs shows the real features of the image. Real features. It can only show the real features of the land. Okay, suppose if you take a photograph of Charminar, we can only see the real features of the Charminar. We may not observe the different locations around Charminar in the photograph. Suppose if you show the map of a Charminar and around its area, we can show the different types of locations which are around in the Charminar region. Okay, this second one. These are not showing the real features. These are not showing real features. This is the major difference between photograph and map. See the difference. The main difference between maps and photographs is the maps are the models of the locations, and also they are not showing the real features. If you see the photographs are showing real features of the image or real features of the location. Okay. For example, with the help of maps, we can show the different types of locations like plains, plateaus, height of the mountains, and height of the lands, oceans, seas, the people, the language which they can speak, rainfall, temperatures, climate. These are all the things we can show with the help of maps. What are the different types of factors we can show the maps? For example, temperature, rainfall of a particular location, soils, different types of soils which are present in the particular location, soils, languages of people, Okay, these are the so many aspects we can show with the help of maps, but we cannot show these all factors with the help of photographs. That's why we are preparing maps to show the information for everyone. Okay. Now coming to the historical view of maps. Down to the ages of maps. It means the history of maps. Down to the ages of maps. It means when the maps are starting or preparing, or who are the map makers throughout the world, who are the first map makers. These all information we can know from this topic. Okay. Now coming to the down ages to the maps. Now, suppose if you see the Indian epics, do you know Indian epics? Indian epics means, okay, we all know about Mahabharata and Ramayana. These two are called epics. Okay, the Mahabharata. Who written the Mahabharata? Who was written the Mahabharata? The Mahabharata was written by Vyas Maharshi. The Mahabharata was written by Vyas Maharshi, and the Ramayana was written by Valmiki Maharshi. Okay, these are the epics. In India. Simply, we call it in Telugu Itihasalu. Okay, these are called epics. Ramayana and Mahabharata. Mahabharata and Ramayana. These are the epics of Indian culture. Mahabharata was written by Vyas Maharshi, and Ramayana was written by Valmiki Maharshi. Okay, according to the Mahabharata is showing the entire earth is in between the Milky Ocean. This is the land part of the earth. And this is the mountain Meru. According to Mahabharata, the entire land part of earth is located between surrounded by Milky Ocean at the top of the earth, and in the south side it was surrounded by salt ocean. Salt ocean. This is the land part. Land part means earth. Earth. Okay, this is the structure of earth according to the Mahabharata. According to the Mahabharata, the land part of the earth is surrounded by the two oceans, and the part of north side it is covered by, or it is surrounded by Big Ocean. At the side of south side, it is surrounded by the Salt Ocean. In the middle of the earth, in the middle of the land part, it is having the mountain Meru mountain. Okay, this is the structure of earth according to Mahabharata and Ramayana. This is the shape of the earth, and this is the land part. They have assumed at that time, the people, they have assumed the earth is in the shape of, suppose if you see the shape of the earth at that time also, the people believed the shape of the earth is round or sphere. The shape of the earth is in the shape of sphere. Okay, the entire land part or the entire land mass is covered by Milk Ocean and Salt Ocean. At the side of north side Milk Ocean, and at the side of south it is covered by Salt Ocean. And in between the land portion, exactly the middle part is located with the Meru mountain. Okay, this is the structure of earth according to the epic Mahabharata. Okay, now coming to the Vedic and Puranas. According to Vedic and Puranas period, or Puranas, according to Vedic and Puranas, the entire earth is divided into seven continents or seven islands and seven seas. Okay, according to the Vedic and Puranas. Okay, we already learned about Vedas. There are 4 types of Vedas according to our Indian culture. There are Rigveda, Samaveda, Yajurveda, and Atharvana Veda. These are the 4 Vedas which we have learned in class 6. Okay, about Vedas. These are the 4 types of Vedas. Rigveda, the oldest Veda, among these one, Samaveda, and Yajurveda, and Atharvana Veda. These are the Vedas which we have learned in class 6. Okay, according to these Vedas and Puranas, the entire land portion on the earth is divided into 7 islands and 7 seas. These 7 islands are surrounded with 7 seas. That's why they are called as islands. Okay, our India is called by Bharatavarsha. Our India is called as Bharatavarsha, which is located in the Jambudvipa. According to Vedas, which is located among the 7 islands, Jambudvipa. Our India is located in the island of Jambudvipa. India is a part of Jambudvipa, which is located in the south side of the entire part. Okay, this is the structure of maps. This is the structure of maps they have followed. Okay. At the time of excavations doing in Madhya Pradesh, some of the proofs are excavated by archaeologists. Okay, do you know about archaeologists? Archaeologists means the persons or the scientists who are excavating or digging the earth to know the secrets of different types of world Vedas or different types of world culture. Those are called archaeologists. Okay. From the Madhya Pradesh region, archaeologists excavated these Vedas, and according to the Vedas, our earth is divided into 7 islands and 7 seas. These 7 islands are surrounded with these 7 seas. Okay, according to these Vedas, our India, it is also called by these Vedas as Bharatavarsha, which is the part of Jambudvipa. Among the 7 continents or among the 7 islands, the Bharatavarsha is the part of Jambudvipa. Okay. This is according to Vedas. According to Vedas, the map of the world is like this. Suppose if you see in 5th century, the famous person Aryabhatta draw the map of the world with the help of latitudes and longitudes technology. Okay, in the 5th century, at the time of 5th century, the famous person Aryabhatta drawn the map with the help of latitudes and longitudes, but it was failed at that time because of the people are not believing this type of technology or this type of techniques. That's why Aryabhatta's map was failed. Okay, at the time of Mughals. At the time of Mughals. Okay. In our previous class, we have already learned about the famous king in the Mughals is Akbar. Did you remember? The famous king in the Mughals is Akbar. At the time of Mughal period, in the 17th century, Sadiq Iswani drawn the map of the world, the map of the Asia. With the help of longitudes and latitudes. But these maps are lost. With the help of longitudes and latitudes, we draw the map of world. But some of the historical maps are lost. Okay, after 17th century, the Britishers starts the maps, preparation of maps. Okay, after starting the Britishers maps, there are different types of maps are evolved. They are surveying the entire region of the particular continent, and they have drawn all the maps. From the time of the Britishers, the maps are totally changed. The maps are drawn particularly in a right way. Okay, children. This is the historical period or the historical structure of maps. In the next class, we will discuss about the history of Sumerians and Babylonians according to the maps. Okay. Now today I want to ask one question. I want to leave one question for you. That is who was the father of cartography? Cartography. Okay, here cartography means the person, the subject which dealing with maps, which is useful, very useful to preparation of maps, that is called cartography. Okay, my question is, who was the father of cartography? Cartographers means the person who is preparing maps. He is called as cartographer. And the question is, who was the father of cartography? If you know the answer, then you can comment in the comment box. Okay. Thank you, children.